Hello, my loves. Welcome back to another reading for whoever's drawn to these readings. I'm not putting any tags on any of these videos. I'm just letting whoever is called to see these videos see them. So, yeah, we're going to start with a citadel here, and please remember that if things don't resonate for you, that's okay. That just means that whatever it is that doesn't resonate for you is meant for somebody else. And you can just leave that behind. All right. Let's get going. What message do you have today for everyone's spirit? Oh, it fell on the floor. Which I take to mean some big energy from this card. Discovery, augury. This just... the eye is open in here. It's the universe, but it's us. It's us looking at the universe and the universe looking at us. These stars here that we see, kind of like when you do a time lapse, is it called star trails? I've never done one before, but honestly, I should this summer because they're so beautiful. But you know, this obviously, this to me is the earth because this is our moon. And we're looking into the sky, into the stars, the thing that used to be so inspiring to us, but now we have so much light pollution, we can't see it anymore. I'm also picking up, oh, just a note about that as well, but the wonder that we used to have in the stars, and the reason why we have, you know, constellations in many different cultures, placing our stories in the stars because we're all a reflection of one another. I'm also getting, and to be honest, I don't really, how do I want to say that? The reflections of us in other beings in the universe. Right now, we are seeing each other. The way has been opened up. And we can see them, and they can see us. Whether you are interacting with the gods, because for me, sometimes I wonder if the gods aren't simply just other beings, perhaps in energy, in spirit, or they are people who are corporeal like we are here in these human bodies on their planets, but they have just been able to unlock the ability to connect with all energies everywhere, or at least have taken an interest in us here. So I'm just getting this sense of connection, of seeing. And also in that, looking at the microcosm of us here on the planet, of understanding that we need to be able to understand other people's points of view, to walk in their shoes a little bit, you know, which is why stories are so important. Again, the stories of the constellations. All right, that's what I'm getting from that right now. Do we want another one of these? Yes. Hello. Hello. The priest, and another eye here. Another eye here. We have the moon, we have the stars, we have the sun. I feel like this is encouragement. To be honest, it feels like whoever is here looking back at us as a kind of mirror is telling us, and I'm just picking up today, you know, I normally don't try to look at the words on the cards, but today I am picking up on them. They are pinging for me. We can get through this. We must be the sun. We must be the light in our own lives for our own people that we are in physical contact with every day. We must be, you know, the idea of the priest is to be a conduit, somebody who is able to bring in the energy of the gods into, and this doesn't have to be the gods, but I think this is hope. This is hope that we need to bring in. We need to bring in hope, the light of hope, the light of truth, in order to get to where we need to go. And where we need to go is from this darkness into the light. This eye is in the light. It is seeing. It is getting input. It is able to see all. And here we have to be the holders of light and hope and truth. We have to bring in that light and hope and truth into ourselves, into the lives of our loved ones, our communities, in order to spark the light that is waiting to be burning within all of us. I know we all feel incredibly heavy at this point in time. You know, again, history has never, every time period has never been easy. And we forget that. But we need to remember what we can do for each other. That is the most important thing. We need to take care of ourselves, of course. We need to make sure that we are able to take care of other people. But our greatest purpose in living these lives as a communal animal, because all primates are, we need to understand that we need to do this together, that we need to share our lights with others, but also receive the light from others and grow it so that it becomes so large that it is impossible to look away from the light, to look away from truth, to look away from the things that we do to each other that are horrific, to light all the dark places. And I think whoever this is, they're lending some of their light here. They're showing us how to hold this light. So whoever it is that you may work with spiritually, you know, do some more meditating and understand what it is that you do well that not only makes you incredibly happy, but also makes other people very happy. Where that, what's the word I'm looking for? That sparks conversation so that maybe you can talk about gently, you know, the ways in which the world could be better. And that the people currently in charge in a lot of places are not even doing any kind of job at trying to make things better. We got to be the light. We got to be the light. Okay. Let's, When Women Had Wings deck. What more do you want us to know, Spirit? Oop. The moon. Getting moon imagery again. You know, the light reflected from the sun coming from the moon. This feels like some of the light that we are receiving needing to be reflected. However, we need to be able to understand that even though our world is dark around us, we can also reflect the light. All right, that's all I'm getting from that right now. Judgment again, also the light here. What I'm also getting from this card is all being discerning, understanding how to apply knowledge, how to apply this light, how to apply this healing that we all desperately need right now, how to apply it in a way that you're not wasting your energy on people who are just going to want to remain stuck in the way that things are, that likely probably benefit in some ways from the way that things are right now. You need to know who you talk to. And I don't even know the words I just said. Stream of consciousness, stream of spirit. Recognize that the light is in you. You have the light. You're here because there's light in you. And that light knows the things that are wrong in this world. That light knows the love that needs to be shared between everybody. That light knows that everything needs to be reciprocal, give and take. That you share your light with others, but they also share with you. That's the way things have always been meant to be, but are currently not. All right, what other messages do you have, Spirit? Holy, this deck is going crazy. 6 of Pentacles. Give and take. Give and take. The balance of reciprocal relationships with each other. And look at the way light's shining off some of these coins as well. The light that we send out gets given back to us. And it may not always be from the people that we share our light with. And that's sometimes a hard lesson to learn, because we want, especially the people that we have affection for or any sort of attachment to also want to pour into us as well. But that's not always the case. But that doesn't mean you stop giving. Okay. Do we want another one from this deck? Ooh, cards are noisy tonight. Spirit, is there anything else you would like us to know? Yes, absolutely. Hello. Look at this light coming in here. What this card is giving me right now this is war in the background. This is horrors and terrors, all the things that we are enduring right now. but this is done. Well, backtrack on that. This is not done, but with death riding through here, naked and comfortable and following the light, that is where this pale horse is going to be able to ride to once this is dealt with. But death is already coming to this. Death is already moving through it. There's so much of the way that we think that the world should work that is broken. And that way, the society that we have, the culture that we have, is going to meet its death. And that's okay, because we have so much light inside of us. And we already know. I keep on getting that whoever this is in this card in the astronomer here, whoever this is like a future reflection of us. And they already know what the light can do. They're living in light. And the light is here for us. So we have to continue just to follow that light, to move through this and have hope and have trust in us, ourselves. Because at the end of the day, I truly believe that humans in general are incredibly caring people. Yes, we might show that in different ways. Yes, it might be geared towards different sort of focuses, but that just means that so many things get to have that love and attention upon them, that therefore everything, everyone gets love and attention upon it. The strong men have just unfortunately been strong men and have beaten the rest of us down, but the human spirit never dies. And I'm thinking of Les Miserables right now. You know, do you hear the people saying, we cannot be taken down. People cannot be taken down very easily. It's very difficult to do. And once an idea is shared, once an idea is put out there and people start understanding the light of that idea, the light of this, it is so hard to take that idea, that emotion, that connection that we all have to one another. It is so hard to tear that down. All right, anything else about this with this deck? Spirit. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes. We have the bloody tools. We have the tools to do this. We have the tools. My loves, we have the tools. I'm thinking of social media here right now. The way in which petitions are so easily able to be made and get a lot of signatures on. You know, my government of Ontario, I'm in Ontario, Canada, by the way. Hello, fellow Canadians. Last night, I don't even want to say his name, but they decided, our conservative provincial government decided that they were going to do a nighttime gathering to try to pass a bill that is going to allow them to do whatever the hell they want with the land in Ontario. That they don't have to go through checks and balances of, you know, for the mines or anything like that, or environmental impacts. They wouldn't have to seek any approval from the indigenous people of this land. Just absolutely, you know, infuriating stuff. We have the tools. Petitions were signed. My NDP, the NDP here in Canada and here in Ontario, went to that meeting last night. I don't know if it was, whatever, it doesn't matter what the term is. They were going to try to pass this bill. The NDP went there and filibustered the whole night because there have been thousands and thousands and thousands of people who signed petitions, who emailed their representatives, you know, whether or not they were NDP. Mine went to, unfortunately, I live in a very conservative area. It's not great. And people called their representatives as well. We have the bloody tools, my loves. We can do what we need to. And our individual actions do not have to be crazy huge. Because all of us together, maybe taking a small action every day, maybe sharing a petition, or even just signing petition, or sharing information, maybe sharing like one person that you follow who disseminates, you know, misinformation, sharing and allowing the light to be spread so that we can start moving to a better path. Your actions don't have to be big, but when they are made by many, many people, it is a tidal wave. It is a tsunami. It is so huge. It can rearrange and take down what is on the land that it hits. And the land that we're hitting right now is corruption, is the darkness. The darkness, and I don't mean that dark is evil, you know, but people have been able to get away with just really, really oppressing all of us. And we have let it happen. But we know we have the power within us. The power within us all together. And I'm seeing these little, you know, lines as all of us, like all these individuals together, being the radiated light out from this. You know, we have the power all together to take this down and to fix things, to bring it down to its foundation and rebuild those bloody foundations, because bloody they are indeed. We have the tools. Whew. Okay. Do we want more of this deck? Yeah. Ooh. Oh, my loves, my loves, my loves. Look at the hearts here. Look at the beautiful hearts. The blue in this I'm picking up as the throat chakra. We need to speak up. We need to speak up. Blue and blue. We have some indigo-y colors here as well. We need to speak up. That's light as well. Three of Wands. This is, we are not contemplating where we're going anymore. We know where we have to go. We're going to go there together. We know where we have to get to. We know the lands, the greener pastures that we need to go to in order for all of us to be able to do what we want, to be able to be safe and happy and explore if we want to create new societies and cultures and ways that we are with each other that are based in love. I'm really seeing these hearts right now. We need to speak up. We need to do what we need to do in order to get to where we want to go. And then we can fly. And we can all fly together. All right. Anything more, Spirit? Don't think this deck wants me to pull any more from it. Let's go to the bees. Let's go to the bees. What do you want to tell us, bees? Seven of Jars. There is too much stuff distracting us right now. Ain't that the truth? There are too many things. I mean, we've left this honey open because we're distracted by what's going on outside. We have a book in our hands, but we're not even paying attention to it. We're not really looking at our tea. We have all of these things in front of us, all of these books in front of us. But we're not looking at any of it. We're not even... I don't think she's even looking outside. I think she's daydreaming. There's so many things distracting us. There's so many things that we are trying to run away from. And I understand, because we are in a crazy time of so much information being given to us all the time from everywhere, you know, without end. And, you know, we're coming into a time where we're getting so much false information, which, you know, has always kind of been the case. But we're also getting AI slop. AI stuff that is not even based on fact. You know, I think we need to remember to keep it simple. We need to take some of this stuff away. We need to focus on one thing at a time. Take time to breathe and relax and follow the things that are calling us the most right now. To not be so distracted by everything that's going on around us. Only take in what we are capable of taking in. Only take in, even sometimes, things that we are most concerned with, and leave the rest behind. It's kind of like these readings, right? Not everything may be for us, but some of it probably is. And so we leave what isn't for us behind. I feel like I can't hold my cards tonight. Oh, here we go. What was I saying? Rest, 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 rest. Close your eyes. There's going to be so much going on around you. You know, there's so many bees here collecting pollen and nectar. We gotta rest. We have to allow ourselves to just enjoy being human. This person is, you know, naked in a beautiful field of daffodils. The sky is blue. The clouds are nice and fluffy. There's really lovely trees in the background, and we have swords around us to protect ourselves. I think we also need to remember that we are protected as well. This energy, us, the light, protected, like I'm getting the sort of message that those of us who already have the light within us, that we are protected, that it allows us to be more connected to spirit because we have this light in us, because we want to see the world be a better and more beautiful and more equitable and just place, and a place full of love. We are protected because we need to bring this light in. But we have to turn off the distractions. We have to put that phone away, turn off the television. We need to rest. And I'm hearing meditation. I'm hearing definitely getting out into nature 100%, and if possible, putting your bare feet on the earth. Just as much as you can. If it is cold where you are right now, please just put your bare feet onto your floor, you know. But you need to, we have to ground this light. We have to ground this light. And in order to do what we need to do to spread this light, we need to ground it. And we need to ground ourselves so that our roots are strong. And we need to find, we need to find the community. The community of bees, the community of people, whether it is online or off. But we need to find people who we can intertwine our roots with so that we can all bring in more and more light. And then we can all be blooming like these flowers and being so stunning and so beautiful that it's the other people who cannot open themselves up to the light right now are drawn to this light like bees to nectar. Oh my goodness. Okay. I keep on dropping all my cards. Oh, hello, 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 the moon again. And like I said, I feel like when I drop my cards, they are more potent. It is, it's a whole energy. It's a big energy. This is a big energy. This is a huge energy. So is this moon. Rest. Rest is key. Know that you're protected. Get out into nature. Ground yourself. And then find the community that you need in order to build roots together. Very strong roots. Ooh, confirmation burp. So that we can bring in more and more and more and more light. When we support each other like the trees do, or like mushrooms do in their networks of connection underground, they are able to be so much more prolific, so much more abundant. Trees can keep forests alive around them because they're sharing nutrients. We need to remember that. The moon here also fell on the floor. The moon, here what I'm getting, oh, one second here. What I'm getting here too, this is connected to this. Again, she's barefoot. She's going out into the night beneath the moon. I am getting really, and here's willows here too, which is one of my trees. I've always been very attached to willows. Oh, what I am getting from this is, yeah, go out into the moonlight. Go out into the moonlight. Get your feet on that earth. Get your feet on that earth. Willows to me are very much a part of my childhood. I loved climbing weeping willow trees. They were my absolute favorite. They have such big, strong trunks that you can climb up. I'm getting the feeling of go back to remember the wonder that you had in the world. In people that you had when you were a child. Remember the magical things that you used to do. Climbing trees, like I just, remembered. Going beneath the moonlight and bonfires, Connect with people by doing this. Do this by the light of the moon. Bring in the light of that moon into this as well. That's important here. The light of the moon, the light of the sun. It's truth. It's understanding darkness, but also still remaining light. Also being able to shine that light onto the earth, onto other people in a magical way. This is giving me so much of, we are walking towards this kind of gate between these two hives. This is the new place that we are getting to. This is the new place that we are, trying to get to together, even though the world is dark about us, even though things are not great. Things are really not great. We are walking towards this magical place that we can have together. And we need more people. We need more people to be walking this with us. And we have the tools to do that. We have the tools to bring love and light into every person's heart again. Because I think it's been shut down. It's been intentionally shut down so that it's easier for the strong men to do what they do. And that's to take everything from us. But we go through this portal here and we take everything back, and we get our innocence back. We get magic back. We get connection and togetherness. Oh, I'm gonna cry. We move through this and we do it together. And what I'm also getting from this too, because there's only one person in this. And so, yes, we see that this is a person alone. But like I said, with individual actions every day by many, many people becomes a tidal wave. And we can burst through these gates and we can get to what it is that we all want. And then we get to rest without needing protection. We can be like the bees flying amongst the flowers and taking that nectar back to our hives and just enjoying the beautiful summers and sleeping in the winters. Ooh. Ooh, my heart. Do we need any more cards for this, Spirit? No, I don't think so. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this message, wherever you are, and whatever you're doing, and whatever you do in your daily life to try to bring more light to people, I hope this message helps, and I hope this message is confirmation that you're on the right path. And I feel like Spirit is telling us we are doing so very well, even though things seem so very bleak. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.